discussions we have when we talk about Islamic banking. Do you worry that something like that could dampen competition in the sector?
Yes, I do. Listen, I think to a certain extent you need standardization. And we keep talking about, the conventional banking space is very standardized. It is not. There are some basic set of rules that govern them. But if you start talking about standardization within Islamic finance, I think what people misunderstand is, I think what they want to say is we should work collectively, rather than standardize.
And do you agree with that?
Working collectively is fine, but when you start standardizing everything, so for example, you've got standard products, standard structures, standard set of bells and whistles, you're going to kill competition. And if you kill competition, the industry is not going to go forward, it will go backward.
So when you say working collectively, what exactly do you mean? Because I was thinking about this beforehand. I started by saying Malaysia's number 1, Bahrain number 2, UAE number 3. Should we stop thinking like that? Should this stop being a race to number 1? Should we work collectively, and that should be the mentality?
No, I think when you talk about standardization and working collectively, so for example, you've got to make sure that legislation is put in place, and legislation cannot be just put by regulators. There has to be a collective input from financial practitioners and regulators alike, and that is what you need within the Islamic finance industry. We are looking at that happening within UAE as we speak. You heard the governor in the morning. But when you start talking about let's just standardize everything, then what's the point? I think all of us are born differently. We've got unique characteristics, and I think we need to make sure that our identity is preserved. Islamic finance should not start replicating anyone. It should have its collective edge, and within Islamic banks also, we should have our collective edge in terms of competition.